wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
Rilla mode.
well, we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker.
Smash that like button, beaches.
Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They
Smash that motherfucking like button, bitches. A late night cast. Yay. Hey.
All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand. I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two.
Yeah. Sick gangs.
Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons.
Come on now.
Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep.
Rilla mode,
but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said,
What's up, you friggin'
I
boosh?
said, stay woke, Rilla mode.
Stay woke, you friggin'
I
boosh.
said, stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You owe the king an apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up.
Rosie, that's a dumb fucking thing. Giving up in the stream. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't miss. Papa Swole, you don't miss Rosie? You know that though, don't ya? Don't ya? What's up, Alex? Validus. Yo. Hello, Jessica. Hello, puppets. Hello, puppets.
I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you?
Swole Norma.
The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles, testing, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1502 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Everson K2 Flexing on all you bitches. How are we doing today, fam? How are we doing today? If it's your first time, if we are popping some cherries, drop that in the comments down below. Is Papa popping cherries? Am I doing that again? Oh, woe is me. Oh, shame. I do not mean to make you feel uncomfortable, or do I? Let's see here. We got this. There we go. Now we got the camera. There we go. What's up, baby? What's up? Black and white. Fancy Papa. How we doing, Phil? Smoky. Testicles is what gets me. It gets me too. Love it. Love the feel of a good old ball sack. How we doing? Dreaming Petal. Alex Green, I went back to my gym today. That's a good thing to start with. Is everyone's gym opening back up? Are we going back to normal? And yes, we don't normally go this late on the podcast. This is an evening Swole, but it's all good. We're hitting some different time zones. Where are you watching from tonight, this evening, today? It might be today where you are if you're in Australia and shit. Today we got some 7 pillars, and literally I've left that shit's been on the board for like 3 or 4 days. That's been on the board for 3 or 4 days because it's so good. I just can't remove it. Why remove it? It's 7 pillars every fucking day. So I figure, why don't we just do a fucking round of these cards? Why don't we do a bunch of these? Hashtag 7 pillars, 1502. And I think that's something that we can start with, or we can jam on. We'll get into that in the knowledge cock portion of today's podcast. So how do you watch this from the Facebook? You go to the Facebook and you watch it on the Swolenormous channel on the Facebook. Did you go to the Facebook? You can't watch it on YouTube if you want to watch it on Facebook. Come on, Trip Acid Muffins. Trip Acid Muffins. Trip Acid Muffins. Damn, where do you get those at? Where do you get those at? That's intense. That's intense. What's up, Swole chat? Let me see here. Let me just resize this a little bit. What we got going on over on Swole TV? Where my Swole chat peeps at? There we go. What we got here? Went back June 1st. Amanda, what's up? Shane, what's up, dude? Amber, Kim, how we doing? How we doing? I thought I missed the live for today. Kim, you never miss the live. We don't miss. We don't miss days, fam. We don't miss. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late, but no matter what, we fucking do it. And it's all good. It's all good. We get it done. We get it done. No days off. No days off every motherfucking day. I don't see a live link anywhere. Go to Facebook, go to the Swolenormous page and watch the live stream with everyone else on Facebook that's watching. What can I say? What can I say? Trip Acid Muffins. You don't see a live link? Go to the webpage. Go to the you're watching it here. Watch it here on YouTube. What's the problem? Why do you want to watch it on Facebook? Just watch it where you're watching it. Watch it where you're watching it. You're here. Why go anywhere else? You're here. May as well just watch it here, right? Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Let's see. Boston 1502 Swole for life. What up? It's your gamer tag. No, that's all good. I like it. I like the Trip Acid Muffins. I think it's nice. I think it sounds good. The Facebook. My 24-hour gym opens on the 22nd. Got the email today. They're closing some locations and filing for Chapter 11. Yeah, I'm still in build out mode. I'm still getting equipment. I just got a couple more kettlebells in. I'm still, I'm starting to think. I'm stepping back and thinking, okay, what else do I want to get? I'm rearranging some stuff. I still think it's not. I don't think it's a wise move. We'll start here. I don't think it's a wise move to all of a sudden shift back and go into the gym. And here's why. We'll get into that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Actually, I don't want to get into that this very second, but we will talk about that. I don't think it's a wise move to go just to go right back to old habits. I think it's too early for that shit. I think it's too early to do that. I think you're going to put yourself in a very vulnerable position and you might get double fucked. And we'll talk about getting double fucked. You might like that kind of shit. I mean, some of you probably like, oh, double fucked. That sounds good. That sounds nice. I'm down for that. Yeah, you don't really need that much stuff. I mean, seriously, if you have like 1 or 2 kettlebells, depending on what you're doing or your strength, you can have 1 kettlebell and get amazing fucking results. It depends on what you're trying to do. Depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to put on a ton of muscle, you need more than just a kettlebell. You really do. Like if you're trying to look like a bodybuilder, if you're trying to really put on mass, you need more than just a kettlebell. If I said kettlebells, if you have a bunch of them, like if you have a whole full kettlebell set and you have a bunch of heavy ones, you could put on a ton of muscle, but it's not in the same type of piece of equipment, but it's the most versatile in my experience. If you want some piece of equipment, like if you're trying to build out something at home, I don't think there's much better than a kettlebell. I don't think there's much better than kettlebells. If you're training at home, it's some of the best equipment because it doesn't take up a lot of space, especially if you have a couple. I mean, I probably have 10 over here or 12, whatever. I haven't counted them, but I have ones of varying weights. Sometimes I have doubles for certain things because they're great for front rack squats. They're great for power. They're great for endurance. But if you're trying to get a workout in, if you don't care about putting on like tons of muscle, if you want to be leaner, if you want to have good cardiovascular, good mobility, they're just so great for everything. It's great for warming up. It's great for rotational stuff. It's great for power. I love it for a warm up. I love doing kettlebells, like unless I'm doing a straight kettlebell workout, I love doing kettlebells like at the beginning as in part of like a warm up. Like I'll do some other sets and some dead hangs, and I'll do some cleans or some squats and some lunges and some twists, and I'll do some snatches. Today I did some snatches as a combination with dips, which is great, before a chest workout. And then I did, of course, my chest presses, and I did some other things too, but it was delicious. It was juicy. It was juicy, juicy. Oh, and I feel good. Oh my God. My chest and my tries are going to be fucking sore. My chest and tries are going to be fucking sore tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot of great pages on there, online. If you want to look up kettlebell exercise, there's tons of great resources, tons of great channels that post tons of stuff about kettlebells. And there's a lot of different styles too. So if you're new to kettlebell training, there's different types of kettlebells. There's hard style and soft style, the standard and like the competition. There's different ways to grip it, different ways to rotate. You know, there's so many different styles and like subtle things, but it's what's cool is that as you get into kettlebell training, there's a lot of customization, you know, what fits your body better, like how you like to hold your arm, how you like to rotate your wrist. And there's certain things that make certain people, you know, you can customize or make it's a little bit more unique to you depending on how your body is and how you might like certain styles better than others. You might like certain types of kettlebells for certain movements, but it's cool. It's a cool thing to explore. And I really like it for the how much it makes me sweat. Nothing makes me sweat like fucking kettlebell training. My God, do a couple cleans and I'm dripping. Do a couple cleans and I'm like, just fucking water. Even if I'm not out of breath, if I just start doing some kettlebells, just fucking around, sometimes I'll pick up and I'm like, let me just, you know, just checking like my technique for a little bit. And then I'm just sweating instantly. Anyway, Lisa, Swollen 7 kettlebells is my standard warm-up today. It was Swollen 7 number 4 before leg day. Love kettlebells. Excellent. I will definitely be having some more stuff. That's been the big thing. This week was the last week release of Scorched Earth. So Scorched Earth inside Swolenormous X, now that whole program is up. And a lot of people love the Swollen 7, like the overall. The Swollen 7 kettlebell is great. You could do the Swollen 7 mobility as a warm-up. So there's a lot of great ways you can use Swollen 7. You could loop those together in Swoletex. I've been talking to a lot of you that have been looping them together and doing, let's say, 4 rounds of one of the kettlebell ones and getting a full workout that way, or 4 rounds of a dumbbell arm workout for the Swollen 7s. So there's a lot of strategies you can do. With that. I love what I do like is I use kettlebells with for pistol squats are great. Kettlebells with front squats, like front rack squats at home, because I don't have a barbell. So it's great to do kettlebell squats. I have a couple pairs. I have 53 pairs. I have 40 pairs, but I have 62s are great, and I just fucking rack those. And it's such a great for a high rep set. And I got the heavier big boys for kettlebell swings and shit like that. But there are certain moves, like even if you don't do all the kettlebell type stuff, you don't do all the fancy shit, there's so many, like there are a couple fundamental, like some of the best kettlebell moves. Some of the best things are the windmill, the Turkish get up, just a regular standard kettlebell swing, the clean, the snatch, the standards. But man, to work that into a bodybuilding program or like a muscle building or a strength program, kettlebell swings, fucking Turkish get-ups, even those two alone, even for getting like, cleans and stuff like that, just a kettlebell swing, 1 or 2 arm, and Turkish get-ups, like those 2 things and a windmill, just that rotation. It's just so great. It's so great. And those things kind of go in hand with clubs and all that kind of stuff. So those types of functional training, or those like archaic ways of training, caveman training, Spartan training with like the clubs and shit, those are some cool things when you're trying to do some more dynamic rotational mobility. So if you're into mobility, if you're into yoga and you're not looking to build, let's say, tons of muscle, you want to do more cardiovascular and you want to get a lot of like mobility and range of motion, like kettlebell is great. So if you're looking to invest in something for a home gym, I would start with like an entry level kettlebell weight, like for guys, pick something maybe like I would say like a 16 to a 20 kilogram kettlebell to start, and ladies, you go lighter than that. So it depends. It depends on what you have access to. And of course, now things are still somewhat hard to get. A lot of these companies are still on back order and shit like that, but just put your name on those lists. I know Rogue has been getting a lot of stuff in. They seem to be the ones that restock the fastest from what I've seen online. I've gotten my stuff from Rogue lately, and there's pros and cons, and there's, definitely better brands out there. But it depends on what you have access to. So beggars can't be choosers. If you want stuff, make sure you go and put your names on those waiting lists and keep an eye out for that shit. Yoga blocks are out of stock everywhere. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that for a second. Yoga blocks on Amazon? No way. No way. I was just looking at yoga wedges and shit like that. Yoga. I bet you I'm going to find yoga blocks in 2 seconds. There you go. There you go. I typed in yoga blocks and I just got a bunch of stuff. Free delivery, yoga blocks. Free delivery Thursday. Free delivery Thursday. There's tons of yoga blocks. What are you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? They got tons of blocks on Amazon. Sold out everywhere. No, a lot of them. Well, that means you said they're all sold out. There's tons of them. Free delivery Thursday. It's Tuesday. You get them in a day. There are tons and tons and tons. Free delivery Saturday, free delivery Friday, free delivery Thursday. Tons of yoga blocks. Get out of here. I mainly just want some next day. It's Tuesday night. In 40 minutes, it's going to be the next day. You're getting it the next day. You're getting it Thursday. Jeez. Oh my God. Holy first world problems, Logan. You want it the next day? Now you listen to me. I know the feeling. You want it like yesterday. I get it. I want it next day. It's midnight. It's practically Wednesday. You're impatient. All right. So this is just you kicking and screaming. All right. Fine. Dreaming pedal. I got my first set of dumbbells at Target last week. Last ones. Still need to get a kettlebell. Nice. Your first set of dumbbells. If you have the ability to, I would recommend getting a pair of like power blocks or something like that, because you have adjustable ones if you have limited space. But we're getting into like home gym build outs and stuff. And certainly I do not, and I'm just saying, I don't have the ultimate home gym. I don't have like, wow, you go into a garage and you have the whole thing. I'm saving like the buco bucks for maybe someday if I want to do that, or I have that ability. For right now, I'm just getting stuff for now. But once I do it for real, it's going to be for real. I have a big old picture, a big old mural of Papa Swole on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pour this water into my old coffee cup because, one, I'll get a little bit of a boost from the coffee residue, and I'll also get some hydration. So how many of you have checked out the videos today? I've been posting like a beast. Obviously, we've been expanding the channel. We've been expanding the Daily Swole. Now we got some other shows. We got the Extra Thirsty. How many of you have checked out Extra Thirsty right here on the Daily Swole channel? There's a brand new video that just posted, a brand new video about controlling your emotions. And that's a great video. I know a lot of you are watching this right now, but that's live right now, currently live on the show, live on Extra Thirsty right here on the Daily Swole. Jocko Willink talks controlling emotions. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast today. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but a lot of you like to listen to Joe Rogan, and a lot of you like to listen to Jocko Willink, who is a fucking beast. So if you don't know who he is, you should know who he is. And he was on Joe Rogan's podcast today, and he was talking about controlling your emotions. And, it was kind of like on the same vein of we talk about honing your community and getting rid of your shitty environment. And social media is one of those places that really, really, really tries to pull you into that emotion game. You're on Twitter or you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, and everyone's like, meh, 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 all the fucking noises and all the, meh, 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 talking in your fucking ears. And that's why I'm always talking about unfollowing on, Unfollow Friday, deleting people off Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and really trying to surround yourself with people that you want to listen to, like things that are actually giving you value and giving you actual, how should I put it? Giving you, I don't want to say insight, but actually giving you objective information so you can distance yourself and actually have those thoughts for yourself. Because when you're so deep in shit, and you're allowing social media or your parents or your siblings or your spouse or your coworkers, your friends, your circle, if you let your environment dictate what you feel, if you allow your environment to dictate your thoughts and your emotions, and you start internalizing that, it's going to send a lot of shit downhill. It's going to affect the fuck out of you. it's going to drag you down. It's going to cause a lot of stress. And these kinds of things affect your sleep patterns. It affects your fat retention, your water retention, cortisol levels. Like a lot of this game is really about mitigating stress. It's about keeping cortisol levels down. It's about knowing how to manage your stress, knowing how to manage those types of influences, because there are many. And if anyone knows how to manage stress, it's going to be someone who's a fucking Navy SEAL that's been to war. And he was saying at the beginning of the podcast, and I wanted to do a little extra thirsty on it. He was talking about how his entire career has been about teaching people and teaching soldiers how to control their emotions. Because you can imagine, for me, telling you, hey, when you're on TikTok, make sure you control your emotions. Don't get lost in the fucking mire. It's one thing coming from this fucking guy, but talking to someone who's an ex-Navy SEAL who's trained hundreds of soldiers to maintain in war when there's actual fucking death and shit on the fucking line, you know, it's a whole nother conversation. So, and I know a lot of you have that you listen to his stuff, and you know, I'm honored that you listen to his stuff in addition to my stuff. But like that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother context. And a whole nother animal when you start talking about war, when you start talking about situations where if you get emotional, it can mean life or death. But, you know, what's the difference? I shouldn't say what's the difference, a huge difference, but think about the same thing when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to your surroundings, when it comes to people in your circle. It might lead to your death or your destruction or disease, but it just might be longer term. You know, so if you're surrounding yourself with shitty people, you're not making good decisions, and you let your emotions get to you and you're stressed out all the time, that could lead to cancers and high blood pressure and heart disease and diabetes because you're stressed out, you're eating, you're smoking, you're drinking. It just might not lead to imminent death. You might not get hit by a fucking sniper, but it could lead to your negative, it could lead to your negative outcomes down the line. So it's not necessarily immediate impact. All right. It's not necessarily immediate impact. So, you know, it's kind of like the mukbangs being like long-term snuff films. How I always say, if you're part of that mukbang culture, all you're doing is you're delaying death. You're watching someone kill themselves slowly, eating on camera. So let's get into some tip today. We'll go over the new releases and we'll jump into some more knowledge cock, shall we? Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh my God. This water coffee is great. You ever have like water with coffee residue? It's delicious. Oh my God. It's so good. Okay, so again, this is a new show on the Daily Swole on the Knowledge Cock Network, and it's under the Extra Thirsty playlist. So make sure you go and check out that show. And also, it's a little bonus content. And today, NOC on the Swolenormous channel, Food Addiction, dropped this afternoon. Caroline Dooner, that biche, is back to the one that put the Fuck It diet book. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. She made another post. She opened her mouth again, or her thumbs, whatever you want to say. She opened her fucking thumbs again and posted something ridiculous and stupid. And it was about food addiction. That food addiction, it's more about restriction. It's more about guilt and rules. It's not food addiction. And of course, everyone in the comments is like, what are you talking about? You saying food addiction doesn't exist? Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? Food addiction doesn't exist. It's shocking that we allow these people to speak. It's shocking how these people have followings. It's shocking when someone says that there's no food addiction. That it's not food addiction is because you're restricting. You feel addicted to the food because you're restricting it. You feel addicted to the food because there's rules, or maybe you feel addicted to the food because you're fucking addicted to the food. Oh my God. You mean common sense? You mean you could be addicted to the food because you're addicted to it? God, that's stupid. It's stupid. I can't believe people follow these jabronis and jabronettes. I can't believe these people have like verified accounts. Verified by who? Who's verifying these accounts? Who's legit verifying these accounts? Really? If someone says that food addiction, you're literally in a country, right? Our situation in this country is we have 40 to 50% of the population is overweight, obese. We're dealing with diabetes, cancer, heart disease through the fucking roof. All right. We just had a quarantine. So we just got out of quarantine and everyone has been doing less exercise, eating less healthy, more stressed out, more at risk for issues because people have less money. They have more despair. People are sick and dying and all this fucking shit. And now the stress with social media and everything with the riots and fuck, people are just clawing themselves apart. All right. And most of it is just way out of context. And most people don't have all the facts, and most people are overreacting. Legit. Most people are not handling this properly. Okay. So we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, but most people on all sides are not handling this properly because we're not staying objective with information. We're just inundating ourselves with emotions, which is why I made this video, which is why I thought that this post or this comment in this podcast with Jocko Willink and Joe Rogan, it was a great way to start, because controlling your emotions is literally something we talk about all the time with pillar number one, your environment, your community, people around you, content around you. What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? You need to be able to distance yourself enough. You need to be able to distance yourself enough so you can have an objective opinion. You don't want to be told what to think. That's not a good look. That's not a good thing. You want to formulate your thoughts authentically, organically. It's great to get information. How else are you going to get information? You have to watch things. You have to listen to things. But are you staying objective enough? Are you staying objective enough? Are you keeping your distance from the fucking noise? Are you keeping your distance from the fucking noise, or are you letting yourself get saturated and get washed over like you're trying to surf a wave and you just get fucking wiped out? Most people are just getting towed around. You don't want that, fam. You don't want that. Don't get dragged. Don't get fucking dragged. It's not necessary. You can control it. So I think it comes down to what you can control. What can you control? And most people need to focus on what they can control and not inundate themselves with things they can't. Well, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you like to listen to Jocko? Have you listened to his podcast? His are very military based. They're usually much longer than Joe Rogan's, but they're very good. They're very good. And he's very much like David Goggins, like those kinds of people. You want to get some fucking fire lit under your ass? Talk about no excuses. Talk about no bullshit. Those guys are just fucking animals. They're on another level. They're on another level. And I always kind of like wondered and kind of like thought about this. You have all these people that serve our country. So if you're watching and your family members have served in the military, respect and thank you for your service. Obviously flying the red, white, and blue. But I believe in unity. I believe in actually the United States and everyone doing shit together and getting off their fucking high horses, low horses, getting off their fucking horses, period. Why don't we move forward into the future together with some clarity, but we're allowing ourselves to get poisoned with social media. You know, we're allowing our water supply to be tainted and we're accepting it. I feel like everyone's drinking bath salts. I feel like everyone's just doing fucking meth and they're out of their fucking mind. Most people just don't have that kind of control. So we've been talking a lot about unfollowing people, unplugging from social media, but I feel like it's such a valuable tool. It's just not used properly because the actual apps themselves are psychologically designed so you get addicted, so you can't put them down. And human nature is just kind of built around shock and attention and things that like catch our eye, like a cat with a ball of yarn. And how do you get a human's attention? You create drama, you create shock, you produce audio and visual things that stimulate the eyes. That's why TV is flashy. That's why action movies flash, change directions. It's so immersive, but it's all imprinting in our brain. It's just a series of thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures really in succession, fast succession, which makes it look like a movie. It's just a series of pictures really, really fast. That's what a movie is. It's just a lot of frames really, really fast. And all those things are just subliminally and it's so much. It's so much for our brains. It's so much for our prehistoric brains. And if you don't think in this manner, what's going to happen is you get lost in it. And then you're just becoming a puppet and everyone else has their hand up your ass or their marionette and they're just making you dance. And I don't like dancing, especially when someone else is forcing me to. It's not a good look. And it's so obvious when someone is just, I don't know. I feel like someone's playing a video game and they're just controlling everything. And few people are on the sidelines watching everything and be like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What is going on with these people? Like, why are people saying that? Why are people thinking this? That's not even close to true. It doesn't even make sense. It's so weird. So fucking weird. Anyway, what are you doing to mitigate? How about this? Let's start here. What are you doing? What are you doing to mitigate this? What are you doing to mitigate your exposure to bullshit? What are you doing to narrow down? What are you doing to cultivate your community? What are you doing to mow your fucking lawn? What are you doing? I'm curious. Drop that in the comments below. Let's take some calls. Let's do some comments. What are you doing to mitigate your bullshit in your life? What are you doing to mow your lawn? What are you doing to forge and reforge your pillar number 1? But of course, all 7 pillars are important. Hashtag 7 pillars. We'll be giving away today's Swole card at the end of the episode. Let's see here. Josh, cut out all notifications except texts on the phone a couple days ago, and it's so much better. Yep. And plus, I talk a lot about cutting people off of Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff. I cut down my contacts. I don't add people to my phone unless they are literally one of like 10 people. My phone contacts are so limited. I love it. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. That way, if someone texts you and you just see a number, you're like, this person's not important to me. Who the fuck is this? Who's this person? Who's this person? Matthew, I only watch the Weather Channel and Swolenormous. Absolutely refuse to watch the news. Too much bullshit and negativity. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like the news channel. Every day with a chance of sick fucking gains. 100% chance of gains. 100% chance of gains. Oh, what up? What up, Marilla? What up, King D? Yeah, King Darius. Everyone go follow King D. Go follow King D on Apple Music. Where can everyone find your music? Where's the best place? Why don't you drop that in the comments? If you like the intro music, if you like some Rilla mode, if you like some gang gang, make sure you go and follow King D. Subscribe and download and all that shit. Apple Music and Spotify, I'm assuming. That's the best places. But you can drop that in the comments. Most of you already listened to his shit because he's the tits. Sarah, I unfollowed and unfriended a lot of people on Shitstagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I added the poop. Good for you. Tony, I'm not answering certain calls, blocking the numbers too. There you go. Block that shit. Elise, deleting annoying people from socials when I see them, avoiding annoying family members who are just negative. I only use Facebook for the Swole fam. YouTube, I only follow a few people. My phone contacts is 8 people. Literally, it's great. Fuck, it's amazing. Let's see. Dreaming Pedal, I've been leaving echo chamber groups and dropping people I haven't talked to in years who are all drama. Yay. Let's see. Elise, my dad is always on the news channel and my house is small, so he's narrating it and being negative. Oh my God. My grandparents, when they were alive, they used to always watch the news. They had fucking CNN on all day long. It's fucking nauseating. You know, they just replay this. They replay the same shit. They replay the same fucking shit over and over and over again. All they do is they cycle through every time you have a show. Fox News, doesn't matter. Every channel does the same thing. They just cycle through and they just have someone else, another talking head that just says the same fucking thing. The same stories on repeat over and over and over again. It's the same shit over and over, over and over, over and over, over and over. Spotify and Apple Music. So be it. So be it. So be it, my son. It shall be so. King Darius on Spotify and Apple Music. Yes. I should start playing Humble as Fuck at the start of the podcast. I could. I don't have that on my quick key, but I play that on the outro. I play that on the outro for the Extra Thirsty. I think that might just be the thing for the Extra Thirsty. I think that's special. You can go and watch Extra Thirsty and get that sweet jam at the end. I might mix it up. I've been so into fucking Rilla Mode. Rilla Mode's my favorite song. I love that. I could play that before every episode, and I have, and I probably will for a while. But I love that song. But that's the outro for the Extra Thirsty so far. So far, the Swole News, no fluff, all buff. Heyo, Knowledge Cock Network fam. You know, dropping sack and cock and all sorts of genitalia every day. That's right. That's right. I've gotten good at recognizing the buzzwords and unfollow anyone who uses them. I did a bunch of that. I did a bunch of that when all the virtue signaling hit in the past week or two. I blocked a lot of shit. I unfollowed a couple. I wasn't really following a lot of people anyway, but I unfollowed a couple. And I was like, nope, I'm not into that. I talked about that when everyone got all their emails from every company trying not to lose business. Like, oh, we're supporting this, we're supporting that. It's like, look, I'm in favor of positivity and change and all that good shit, but get the fuck out of my inbox. Get that shit out of my fucking inbox. God, you know what's interesting? It's crazy how everyone thinks, all these companies think they have to fucking say something. Every company acts like, we don't care. I don't care if you say anything. Shut up. Shut up. Make me a sandwich. Shut up. Make your product better. Make your product better and be quiet. Be quiet. Stay out of my fucking life. Stay out of my life. You do the thing that I'm paying you for and be quiet. That's it. Stay out of my way. Oliver, I'm not focused on the negative people anymore. For me, it's how I can be the positive people in others' lives. Reaching out to people I know are struggling and letting them know I'm here for them. There you go. There you go. I know, right? King D, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, make me a fucking sandwich. Make me a fucking sandwich. If you go and like Subway is like, well, you support, well, you shouldn't be going to Subway anyway, but make me a fucking sandwich. Don't eat bread. Gluten. It's the devil. It's the devil. I'm just kidding. Am I? I don't eat bread, but it's okay if you do. I don't care. I ain't your daddy. I'm your papa, but I ain't your fucking daddy. I am lit today. I'm feeling good. Yow. I feel great.
Yow.
I feel fucking fantastic. If you don't like what I'm saying, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down,
Come on, stop whining.
you fucking baby. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Fucking baby. Yow.
Who told you could eat my cookies?
My cookies, they belong to me, you fucking bastard. You taking my cookies? Come on. I need my carbohydrates. I'm trying to make gains. All right, make me a fucking sandwich. I'm going off. Oh, what's up, Shane? Shane, I listened to King Darius 1 on Amazon Music. Oh, there you go. Kim, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like your style. The only notification I have on is Swolenormous. I'm on an unfollow binge. Yay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How many of you are liking the extra thirsty? Am I quenching your thirst? You get enough salty ball bag, but I figure you could use a little extra juice, a little extra sauce. A little extra sauce there. Oh, my God. So anyway, I'm just looking at here, making sure that the videos are up and loading. How do you eat sandwiches without bread? You don't. I have a steak sandwich every night. Hold the bread. Just the steak. What do you want? What? Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to pups? You want to say hi to pups? Come on. Come here. Don't give me your back. Come on. All right. There you go. Oh, you hit the microphone. You just licked my face. There we go. Nice. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. My nips. Hello, buddy. What's up? What's happening? How you doing? Look over here. Over here. Why don't you look? There you go. Say hi. All right. My hair. For real? Say something. We'll see if you eat tonight. Yeah, you have the audacity to ask for food. Yeah, I know. She wants to play. She's like, gung. Oh, she's slapping the ground. She's so excited. She wants to play so bad. Ow. Christ. Ow. She like ripped my nip off. She's fine when you're holding her, but then when you go to put her down, like she'll sit there and she'll perch on your arm and your shoulder. But then when I take her down, then she'll like, and then she like flails and scratches the shit out of you. Ow. God damn it. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry, but it's funny when she scratches you. Fuck you, Priscilla. Yeah, fuck you too. No, I'm kidding. It is funny. It just hurts. You can laugh. I can't control whether you laugh or not. It just hurts my nips. Let's see. Rip R.I.P. the nip. Rip the nip. Your hair is almost as long as mine. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, it is. Yes. That Trisha Paytas and Britney unplugged was hilarious. Well, that's something else. I'm talking about the extra thirsty, but that's something else. That's inside Swole TV. Yeah, that was fun. The Britney unplugged, the Britney inception was fucking hilarious because I forgot that video. I forgot I reacted to her video because I didn't do a lot of reactions. Now I'm doing some, I'm fucking around with the reactions a little bit now, but that one was actually a reaction video to the pink drink. That video in Unplugged was in August. I believe it was August of 2018. So that was like August is 8. That was like 6 months before the whole Britney Dawn thing exploded February of 2019. So even before all that, I made a video about her 6 months before and I was reacting to it. So for those that don't know, that don't have access to Swole TV, I did the Nuts on Chin Unplugged is me putting sack and reacting to my own videos. So ironically, I was reacting to my own reaction. Yeah, it was like I was talking to Papa of the past. I was like looking down at myself like, Papa, you keep going. You keep going. There's more Britney to come. Just you stay the course, Papa. You stay the course. You stay the course, Papa. You will be fine. If you ever want to find Jesus, go talk to Britney. Well, she will help you with her walk. We've proven that already. We've already proven that if you want help and you want guidance, in your walk with Christ, you have to talk to Britney Dawn. No one will help you. No one will be more effective in your walk with Jesus than Britney Dawn. We already know that though. I mean, if you don't know, now you know. It's just absolute common sense. It's just common fucking sense. I mean, come on, right? It's common sense. You want help? You want to walk with Jeebus? You go and talk to old Britty. You go talk to old Britty. Go watch The Extra Thirsty. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Papa, I'm your future papa. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh my God. It was so weird. It was so weird seeing that. Okay, let's get into some Swole Fam topics because one thing, I am hungry. I'm going to be eating late tonight. I worked out today, got a late start, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best to muscle through with this Swole Fam sweet action. We got some Swole Fam action for you beaches. Today's first post is from Jen, and Jen says, I am going to start the sessions today. I was given the okay by my doctor. I had COVID-19. I can't be mentally intense about the workouts, and that's okay. I'm going to do it at my pace, my speed, and I'm going to enjoy the workouts. Too many times it was because I have to get skinny. Nope, I'm going to try and be as relaxed as I can. I'm not really sure what that all means, Jen, but it sounds like you are getting back into the workout. So be as relaxed as I can. I guess you just can't go too hard. I can't be mentally intense about the workouts, or do you mean physically intense? It sounds like you can't be physically intense if you had COVID. So as long as you go your pace, your speed, and you're going to enjoy the workouts, I'm all for it. And I'm glad to hear it. Has anyone here watching live had COVID? It's always interesting because I don't personally know anyone that's had it. And I don't know anyone that knows anyone that's had it. Like I've seen, around my neighborhood, I've seen signs like when it was first peaking, it would say like, oh, someone in this building had COVID, but they've been taken care of, just blah, blah, blah. Like they have to mention it. They have to mention that someone in a building had COVID, but I don't know anyone. I see sometimes in the comments, some of you are like, oh, I had it, or I had this. And it's like, okay, cool. I just don't personally know anyone. I've seen a couple members, just a couple people on the podcast mention it, but I haven't I as if this isn't real life, but you know what I mean? Like personally, in my personal circle. Do you think Brittany's kitchen smells like stolen money? Oh, zing. Got him. Got him. Damn. Low blow. Not really. Jen has real bad anxiety after her workouts. Yeah, what does that mean? How does that even work? How do you have anxiety after a workout? You work out and then you have a panic attack? Is it just because of the stimulation? Because your heart rate's up and then your body just has that habitual association with running out of control? That's strange. Strange. Interesting. I didn't see the rest of the context. I didn't see any other post. That was the post that I saw. I didn't see anything about anxiety after a workout. Maybe it was in the comments and I missed it. Does anyone else have issues with that? Bad anxiety after a workout? It makes sense though. If you have like a panic attack or anxiety and you have shortness of breath and you're, hyperventilating, stuff like that, maybe exercising can actually trigger that as a reverse, kind of like when you smile, you actually feel in a better mood because when you're in a good mood, you tend to smile. So it's like that reverse psychology with your body, that association with triggering the reverse pathway. Workouts stop my anxiety. That makes sense. She has panic attacks. Let's see. My medical unit has had 4 confirmed cases. I personally didn't take it seriously until these cases occurred. It's pretty bad, man. Your lungs get attacked. Luckily, they got a hold of it right away. Yeah, I think there's a lot of misconception about what's going on. And I actually did an extra Thursday that's probably either going to post tonight or tomorrow morning about flattening the curve. We'll talk about it now. Just, it's weird when people say that this is a second wave or, oh, the second wave is coming back, or this isn't the second wave. Most people just live in such this bubble in terms of understanding time frame. It's the first fucking wave. It's not a second wave. It's never been stopped. Like it never went away. Just the news cycle is so fucking short and people have such a short attention span. They feel like it doesn't go like this. It's not like things don't wave like up and down. This is still the first thing. It's just not over. I don't understand why people are using that terminology. That's not true at all. It's not like oh the first wave is in a month. No, we're still in that first wave. We just put a pause on it, but now everyone's just fucking running around doing whatever, and things are spiking again, which they are going to no matter what. That's just how it works. Even if we were in quarantine for 6 months, it would still, quote, spike when people start mingling because this is going to transmit more. I don't know. Most people don't use their brains and think and listen to actual information. They just get sucked into the emotional news cycle, which is just trying to pull at your strings and drive you fucking crazy. Not to mention all the comments and all the people commenting on every fucking post. And if you, I don't personally really use Twitter. I go on, I post and I get the fuck off. Twitter's the worst, I think. I think Twitter's the worst Twitter's the worst platform. It could have been the best. I mean, it's good, but it's the worst in terms of like seeing this fucking shit. Every day there's just like that's what people's attention span is mapping to. People's attention span is just literal Twitter. And every fucking 5 minutes, there's a new hashtag, there's a new trend, there's a new thing that's, you go in that trending or what's like going on. Oh my God, that app is just next level. It'll just blow your fucking eyes out. It will blow your eyes out. It's so hard to use that app. I literally post and I run. I post and run on Twitter. You have asthma attacks after workouts, Yolanda. That makes sense. Anxiety after a workout? That's what I'm curious about. She has anxiety attacks after a workout. Elise says, not after a workout, but once my friend wanted me to go with her to her gym and I had an anxiety attack. I felt so out of place there. Never had anxiety at my own gym, which was weird. Interesting. So it was more about being in a new environment and kind of feeling like people were looking at you maybe? Huh. Lisa, I've had exercise trigger my anxiety before. It usually helps it, but occasionally it's made it worse. Let's see. Yep, that's it. A second wave happens when it disappears completely and it pops up again. So the way I look at it, and of course, me being the infectious disease expert, not really. I'm just the only person talking right now with a microphone. So obviously, I'm not an expert on the subject, which should go without saying. However, I feel like everyone has to clarify, hey, I'm not an expert, by the way, as if anyone assumed I was an infectious disease expert. But the second wave that I was thinking of is the winter. And I swear I have this, not this doomsday mentality, but just this thought, okay, people are getting it. Most people will probably be healthy. Most people will be okay. You know, it's not the zombie apocalypse, but all of a sudden in the winter, when everyone kind of has the virus, their immune systems are keeping it at bay and everyone is quote unquote fine. All of a sudden, when immune systems normally wear down in the winter, everyone actually gets the effect of the virus, and people that never got sick, that are hosts, essentially, are now going to succumb to it because their immune systems dip a little bit under that threshold. I don't know if that's even possible with this. Again, I don't know how this exactly works, but I have this like thought in my head. It's like, oh God, because viruses don't go away. Like once you have it, you have it. You just build up the antibodies and your body can fight off the low levels in your system, you know? So what if you have low levels in your system and it's at a level, let's just say it's at a level 2. Cool, your immune system's at a level 5. Sweet. But let's say in the winter, your immune system drops to a level 1. You're run down, it's cold and blah, blah, blah. And now that virus is at a 2 and all of a sudden your immune system's at a 1 and now bam, now it takes over and it grows and it multiplies and it has all that shit because your defenses are down. You know, there's a breach. They crossed the moat. The moat ran dry. The alligator said, fuck it, we're leaving. And then you got no alligators in your moat. And what good is a moat without alligators? Or sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads? I mean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. You need some laser beams on your sharks. Anybody who's anybody knows that, though. Dr. Swolio, Doc Pop, Dr. Papa, Dr. Swolio. Jesus Christ. Oh, Malka, thank you so much. Welcome to one of the best channels on YouTube, only behind the Swolenormous channel. I don't know, fam. The nuts on chin are great, but I think if people are watching the NOC, they're missing out on the Daily Swole. They're missing out on the knowledge cock. They're missing out on some people that just want the ball bag. That's cool. I get it. People that just like the nuts. It's cool. It's cool. I don't mind. But I feel like you're missing out on the shaft. Come on. Don't just watch the NOC. Don't just be a tease. Come here. Come here. Come here for the rest. Here. Hannah DeLuise, public health professional here. You are correct about the winter, as that's probably the trend it'll take. Fuck. Damn it, Hannah. You're supposed to say, no, you're wrong. It's over. You're fine. You're an idiot, Papa. You're being irrational. That's what I was hoping for. See, I don't want that to be correct. It just makes scientific sense. And this is from my experience with science and with medicine, you know, in the sense of studying anatomy and educating myself, listening to podcasts, reading books, and just thinking objectively. It's just kind of how I read history and I listen to history podcasts. And if you listen to that shit, history does repeat itself because every generation has no context of what the previous generation went through. So most people don't read history. Most people don't study history. So every life cycle goes through these experiences all over again as if they're brand new. No, your fucking parents and your grandparents did the same fucking thing. They just repeated what their parents did, and they repeated what their parents did. That's why we have these fucking wars and this whole cycles every fucking generation, is because we just repeat the same mistakes over and over again. And in school, when you're learning history, it's boring as shit. But now with fucking documentaries and, you know, all the YouTube videos and podcasts and people that are fanatical about this actually break all this stuff down to you, history is fun as shit. And you start learning about human psychology, and you start learning about all these things that happen. Oh, you realize it predicts and it'll tell you what's going to happen and how humans actually are going to react and how humans are actually going to respond. And just people are just keep on walking towards that guillotine. They just ignore it. People just don't give a fuck. It's like, we've done this before. We've been here. Don't you remember what happened last time? No? Well, read a book. Read a fucking book. Most people can't read, I guess. Most people don't read. They graduate school and they never read again, right? No. I'm not looking forward to winter in Canada. Eesh. I'm not looking forward to winter, period. Canadian winters. Yeesh. Ooh. That's right. Also, people are spending more time inside. Yeah, take your vitamin D. Vitamin D supplements. Get some sun. If you can't, take a vitamin D sup. Yep, that's what happens with shingles. That's what I'm saying. It's a virus. So again, I'm not a virus expert, but that's how viruses work. Why wouldn't that happen with this? And just fucking frightens me because, most people think short term, but I get it, right? If people are inside right now and losing jobs now, and people are hungry now, and people are stressed now, people want change now, people want XYZ now, we want information now. We want things now. Well, we need to think long term, but no one can think long term. Everyone's just so fucking wrapped up in the now. Now, I do a lot of shit every day, and a lot of you do a lot of shit every day, but I'm doing a lot of content running around, blah, 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 but I'm still thinking long term because it's going to come before you know it. It's going to be the winter. It's fucking, is anyone else like, holy shit, it's June, it's mid-June already? We're in the second half of June. Is anyone else just like, holy shit? Like, holy shit, it's fucking June 17th. It's midnight right now. June 17th. Is anyone else like, fuck? Oh, fuck. Time is flying. Yeah, like it's going to be winter. It's going to be October, November, real soon. A couple months. Done, right? It's going to be there before you know it. And I'm a little extra paranoid because guess what we got in Florida? Guess what we have to deal with for the next 5 or 6 months, maybe? Hurricanes. Oh, nothing like some good old fucking hurricane action. Now, if we're staying at home, okay. One thing that sucks, that's like, no pun intended, the perfect storm. It's like you lose power and it's hot as balls. To not be able to cook food or to lose power and to not have air conditioning in Florida in the summer. It's like, oh God. And if you live in Florida, talk about overdue for like a category 9. Like we're just overdue. So overdue. And again, I'm not trying to jinx anything. Hopefully if it only were that easy. If I just said something, oh, well, Mother Nature's like, Papa Swole, you'll mention on the Daily Swole. Cut it. Cut the hurricane. No more. Papa mentioned it. He jinxed it. Damn it. He knew we were coming. Yolanda, my sister-in-law is a nurse practitioner, and she said they are preparing for the worst this fall. Well, they have to prepare. My point is, I don't think that the average person is preparing. Everyone's so wrapped up in, and here's another thing. Oh man, we got the election coming up. Oh my God. Can we have more fucking things happening in the winter, please? Can we have, I don't know. It makes me just bounce on my little stool. I don't know, man. I'm freaking out, man. I'm supposed to get married late November, and I'm getting less and less optimistic about my wedding not being canceled. See, I'm not really going to be pleased or happy or relaxed until after the winter. Look, I mean, if it goes through the winter and nothing really happens, that's great. Like, that's good news. I'm stoked about that. But I'm not planning for that because if you're planning for that, then you're just letting down your guard. You're just not doing jack shit. You should be planning for the worst case scenario because then everything less is like, whatever. It's like anything less than the worst case, like you're prepared for it. Not like it's whatever, but you're prepared for it. Behind the Bastards podcast is amazing for learning about history and how we behind this Bastards podcast. The Bastard cast. Oh, hey, here we go. Cam 1, Cam 2, Cam 3, Cam 1. This is my ball sack. I actually put this cam inside my shorts. This is the ball cam. Yeah, you can see the moisture. I didn't connect that camera. It's off. The Papa Swole Tess Hornaday cam. I didn't set it up. It's all good. Oh, a reminder here, 7 pillars. We'll just call that the ball sack cam. It goes extra deep. It's right in the, it's a taint cam. Taint cam, fam, right there. Everyone's like, oh my God, you cut out. No, taint cam. That's a poor man's multicam. You just put a little title that says taint cam. It's like, yeah, I got another cam. There we go. It's right there. Citrine, always go outside for half an hour a day. Smart move. Weather Channel is expecting some big storms this year. Shut up, Matthew. Stop it. Stop. You're the one that just watches this in the Weather Channel. Don't spread your diabolical. Stop. Don't peddle your wares here, Matt. Please, no. Please, no. It's like Super Troopers. Please, no. Some of us are in New York. Winter is a dirty word. We'll pick a storm any day. I spent many summers and winters in Florida. I love Florida. Winter is a dirty word. You'll pick a storm any day? Really? People get crazy down here. People get crazy down here about hurricanes. People just loot shit. I mean, the supermarket, like, food is just gone. Food is gone. But I actually got, for this year, got a little, one of those little grills, little camping grills and some propane. That way, if the power does go out, I can cook some steak still. I can heat up, water for coffee and stuff like that. So, and then I order that stuff and I'm thinking, shit, do I have enough propane? Do I have enough shit in this? And I'm thinking, if I run out of all these cans of propane, then I'm probably not staying here anymore. Like, if I go through all these containers of propane that I have, there's shit's hitting the fan, like, to some serious degree. There's other problems. I should not be staying in this place if I'm going through all that. It's time to get out, kind of thing. It's like, after that, I need to leave. Flesh-eating bacteria and locusts. Well, we have flesh-eating bacteria some places. People are going, remember that girl? Remember that girl who went on the zip line in, like, North Carolina or something, or West Virginia? And I guess she fell off the zip line or something. Anyway, she cut her leg, and then they had to amputate her leg because a flesh-eating bacteria got in the skin, which apparently it's always there, but it's if it gets inside because she had an open wound or something. Do you remember that? Oh, that was like a few years ago. Or she lost a lot more than her leg. She lost like all her limbs or something ridiculous. Poor girl. Behind the Bastards. This is Behind the Bastards over here. Tonight on Behind the Bastards. On Papa Swolio, the Bastard Cast tonight. Dun 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 dun. Time for a big earthquake in California. Stop it. Stop it. Let's see. The stream is getting dark. I know, right? Okay, let's get into some more Swole fam. Let's bring this back around. We'll do a couple more. The stream's getting dark. It's all right. We're actually talking logical shit here. It's important to have these conversations because you're not going to hear a lot about this stuff. You're not going to hear objective conversation. Most of you don't have, like, situations with people around you that are actually having objective conversations. This isn't doomsday talk. This is reality. These are things that we're actually dealing with. It's like, we got to fucking make sure we're doing shit right. We have to make sure we're focusing on the right shit, keeping our heads screwed on right. Let's see here. Stacy, hey fam, I've been quiet and I took some time off of Facebook to deal with stress, but I need this community right now. Life has been crazy for everyone, understandably. Plus, I recently found out that my hubby was offered a position down south, so we are getting things in order to make that move soon. On this Transformation Tuesday, I am embracing these progress pics of mine to help keep me going. The one on the left was from a little over a year ago, and the middle was this week. The last pick was during my sweat session today. I'm down a little over 90 pounds. That's awesome. Many inches and several clothing sizes and much more happiness and confidence to embrace. But I feel like I'm stuck on the scale and wondering if my body is done losing weight. If that's the case, I can focus on building muscle and tightening everything up. Hope you're doing well. This is great. So first, Stacy, that's fantastic. I didn't show the pictures here because those are inside the Swole fam. But feeling like you're stuck on the scale or actually being stuck on the scale. So, this is a kind of a concept that we can talk about that in the comments. How do you all deal with this? Because it depends on what's really going on. Now, just from this post here, I couldn't speculate, oh, she's been losing at this pace. I don't see any graphs. I don't know exactly what she's eating. I don't know exactly what she's doing. She's kind of talking about some different life things. She has a lot of stuff on her plate. She's, she's moving to a different spot. There's a lot of stress in people's lives. She's seen a lot of progress. So obviously, once you start seeing a lot of progress, you don't want to stop. But just because you're not continuously losing weight doesn't mean you're not continuously making progress. And, it doesn't mean that you're doing everything right or optimal. And optimal is relative. So what you're doing now or what got you to this point might not be what gets you to the next point. And that happens with so many things. You might train a certain way to get you to whatever level you're going towards. But then to get to that next level, it's going to take something different. It could be a different style of training. It could be more weight. It could be more frequency. It could be a different nutritional approach. It could be more meditation. It could be more yoga. It could be more recovery. It could be better sleep. It could be a lot of different things. So wherever you are in your journey, just remember a plateau doesn't mean you're doing things wrong. It just means maybe you're not doing everything that you could be doing. Like seriously, just because you're not seeing continuous progress doesn't mean you're not doing well, and doesn't mean that you can't make more progress. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that, you're fucked. It doesn't mean that you're done. It doesn't mean that you're at the end of the road, if you catch my drift. So it's hard to sometimes have that perspective. But if you're only stepping on the scale, which is a huge problem in terms of what I saw here, because obviously you're measuring your progress based on how many pounds you've lost. And you might be stuck on the scale, but are you stuck body fat percentage? Are you stuck strength-wise? Are you stuck psychologically and mentally? There are many important things in your life, not just the number on the scale. And there you go. Exactly. Angelina Ballerina. I laugh every time I see that. I'm stalling, but I don't only go by the scales. And Oliver says, unfollow the scale. I agree with both. It's the scale. You're measuring your progress. You're gauging your progress by the scale. You're gauging your progress by what you see on the scale. And that's a huge fucking problem. It truly is. You have to hone your environment. Your environment, you have something that's constantly judging you and weighing you. Now, when I say judging you, I'm not fat acceptance. Get rid of the scale. You're big and beautiful just the way you are. No, fuck that bullshit. Fuck that nonsense. You still need to improve. You still need to do better. It's just not necessarily a good measurement or a good gauge of all the progress that you've made and all the progress that you will make. There are many different things at play here. There are many different variables, and you're not done yet. You're not done yet. That's right. The scale doesn't catch all the progress. Now, I'm not saying that you should never weigh yourself, but I honestly, personally, I don't know how much I weigh. I have no idea how much I weigh. I don't know. I'm not saying that's something that you should do. I'm not saying that that's how you should do it. I'm not saying that that's what's important. I just don't weigh myself. I don't have a scale. There's no need for me to know how much I weigh. I have nothing in my life that requires me. I look in the mirror. How do I feel? How does my strength feel? Do I feel flat? Do I look a little deflated? Like maybe I need some more carbs, or maybe I need some more sweet potatoes, or I need to recover a little bit more. How do I feel? I go by more how I feel now, but I also have a lot of experience. So a lot of people that are just starting out don't have that intuition. They can't train intuitively. They can't eat intuitively. They don't know the messages and the patterns and the signals that are being sent by their body. I do, just because I've been doing it for 20 years and I've been perfecting it. And when I say perfecting it, not in the pursuit of perfection, but I'm always working on honing it and making it better. So perfecting in the sense of aiming for perfection, but not expecting perfection. So we can always do better. But the idea that we're going to have, like, we're going to get to a point where, like, oh, I made my goal. This is what I do. This is what I'm going to keep doing. Because guess what? That's going to get boring, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it get boring if you got the results you wanted and you were in that spot? But we're humans. We're humans, and we fundamentally will never be happy wherever we are. Once you get six packs and once you get the muscles that you want, what are you going to want? You're going to want to get leaner or a little bit bigger or a little bit stronger, or you're going to have to try to maintain this. You're going to have to work harder as you get older, and as your body gets used to those stimuli, it's going to stop being as effective, or you're going to get bored and like frustrated. You're going to try something different. Then you might lose a little edge here. And then there's always, like, we're never happy wherever we are. That's why meditation and mindfulness are so important, because it gives us more context as to where we are, where we're going, and makes us more satisfied with the journey rather than always aiming for a number on the scale or a number on the bench press or the squat. You know, that's a problem when you're always going after something that can be objectively measured, like, strength. That's a problem too if you're always going after a new PR. That's why a lot of people get hurt, because every time they go to the gym, they're trying to get that next level. Hey, I benched 300 last time or squatted 300. Now I got to do 305. Because most people, when they train, they're not actually on a real periodized program. They're always just trying to do a little bit more. If they feel good, they're going to try to put more on the bar. That's not how a real strength program works. You go through like bulking and strength phases, then you go through deloading weeks, and then you build back up. You don't just be like, hey, I feel good, let me try to max. That's not what a real person that does high level or professional strength training does. And there are people that are experts in that only care about trying to get the most strength, that only try to, because they're training athletes and people that need peak power output and stuff like that. But for me, it's like no need. For me, it's no need. There's no need to get stronger in that sense. There's no need to get to that next notch. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to get to that next pin, for example. There's different types of strength and different types of mobility and endurance and stuff that I'm interested in. But I've also never really cared that much about my max. It was just like a vague concept, like I would know if I'm getting bigger and stronger. And that was enough for me. But I've never really been into the whole relentless strength, the ego lifting, you know? Yeah, I don't like the ego lifting. That's way too prevalent with training. Way too prevalent. We got another post from Casey. Casey. Hey, I guess this is where I introduce myself. What up, Bish? So here it goes. I'm Casey. I'm a 27-year-old mother of a rambunctious 2-year-old boy and a sweet little 10-month-old girl. Since quarantine, I decided it was time to take control of my health. I started to eat better and work out on my own, but suddenly found myself at a plateau. I'm not sure what steps to take nutrition-wise, plus I'd like to add more variety to my workouts, so after a few weeks of watching the Swolenormous YouTube channel, my curiosity piqued and I took this leap and joined the fam. I'm absolutely excited to start this journey, or continue it rather, with what seems like a fantastic community. Well, you're damn fucking right about that, Casey. I'm super nervous about posting my, quote, before pictures, but here goes nothing. Yeah. Welcome to the fam, Casey. And I'm not going to show the before and after before pictures here, of course. But that's what the Swole fam's all about. You can hold yourself accountable. You can put yourself out there. And it's not easy sharing those types of pictures. But what's great about sharing before pictures, and what's really ballsy about sharing before pictures, is the fact that you're sharing before pictures with the intent and the accountability that you're going to show some fucking afters. So once you post those before pictures before you have an after, it's one thing to post before and afters once you've already gotten results, like, hey, here's what I used to look like. It's like awesome. And that's really cool. But it's super ballsy. Think about it, to post your pictures up like, hey, I just joined. I'm going to start working on myself. I'm nervous about this journey, but I'm in this brand new group. I'm really nervous about this. And you're posting the pictures that you're looking at that you're not happy about. You're putting yourself out there. So much respect, Casey, and to everyone else that does that. But I think it's also important too. It's also important because you're putting yourself out there. It's like you're betting. You're in Vegas essentially, but you're putting your bet on, but you're betting on yourself. You know? Betting on yourself. You're betting on yourself. Good for you. Lisa, so another update on my job, quote, situation. My boss, who calls me too fat all the time. Your boss calls you too fat all the time. All right, I really need some context on this. So another update on my job situation. My boss who calls me too fat all the time. Now I started applying at other studios and I'll try to talk to my university if I can change where I do my work phases. Also, I have a job interview next Saturday, so wish me luck that it'll turn out fine. Another update on my job situation. My boss who calls me too fat all the time. So is it her? All right, what's going on here, Nadine? You got some context on this? She's a personal trainer and the boss's wife insults her? Is this Bob Swallows? Is this Bob? Did Mr. Swallows return? I'm just kidding. I'm putting this guy on blast. He's watching. He's like, don't bring me into this, man. The boss's wife, that's not the boss. That's the boss's wife. I mean, what's the boss's wife doing there anyway, by the way? What is the boss's wife? Is the boss's wife a trainer? Does she work there too? What's going on here? The boss is the wife. All right, what's going on here? She's the wife of the personal trainer owner where she started working. She's the wife of the oh, I see. Too fat. Unless that's your rap name, that's not cool. Yo, it's too fat. Yeah. Too fat. Jesus Christ. She's new out of school and the wife was giving her a hard time. No, well, look, okay. Today, in 2020, you have the balls to call someone fat to their face in a work environment? Are you crazy? It's hard for me to believe that people are that stupid. Are you asking for a fucking lawsuit? Legit. Are you begging for a fucking lawsuit? Like, there's no place for that in the work environment. Like, how unprofessional is that? I don't even know how you bring that apart. If you're too fat, that's fucking crazy. Even if you think so, there are other ways to approach it. I don't know how you would, but from a professional standpoint, that's extremely, holy shit, that's how you end up on the fucking news. She said the wife, see, I like this because if I didn't catch the latest, I might have pulled this. See, sometimes I pull these posts and then there's a lot of context afterwards. So Jessica says, she said the wife is rail thin and gives her a hard time and told her to wear a bigger shirt to cover up. No way. Holy shit, this is juicy. Whoa. I agree with that, Hannah. It sounds like a lawyer's wet dream. What is going on here? Mocked her for saying she lifted, etc. We told her to start looking for something new. Yeah. Kind of a toxic work environment. Holy shit. That I haven't. I mean, I'm sure that kind of stuff is more rampant, but that sounds really blatant. That woman has some serious fucking issues. Holy shit. I karate chop that beesh in the throat. Oh my God. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Those are stories like they're always stories that we pick up here in the fam and just, they're always things that shock me. Like, that is absolutely shocking. I feel like we're gonna have to come back to this post. We're gonna have to come back to this like another day. I'm gonna have to hear what's going on here. That's fucking nuts. I mean, I would have told her to go fuck herself to her face. But I mean, hey, that's just me. Brutal. This one's from Jerica. Hey fam, thought I'd check in since it's been a bit. I've adjusted from sleeping during the day due to a night shift work to sleeping at night. I've been doing my brain gains. upping my water intake, getting more activity in, even if it's just a walk or a Swollen 7, and cutting out caffeine. So I decided to start the elimination diet process. I know it's going to be hard, but about 6 weeks of healing my gut and testing foods is really nothing compared to feeling sick and getting migraines and having other issues for the rest of my life. Already did my grocery shopping and cleared the kitchen, so there's no turning back. Ha ha. Keep crushing it, y'all. Keep crushing it, Jerica. Good name. Good name. Your mom was like, your mom didn't want to go that far in the alphabet, right? Is that what happened? Your mom got to like the R's and she was like, all right, that's good. That's good. That's good. It's like going the whole distance, like, S's, Jerica. Like, fuck that. Like, well, it's 2 R's. 2 R's, 2 S's. What's the difference? It's like a typo. Oops, like your fingers on the keyboard and you just missed. You're like 1 over. You're like, whatever. It is what it is. Stick it. I like that. Jessica says, I love that name. My mom went the full distance. I regret it. Just made it to the R's and just got like, we're good. We're good. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there? Yes. Just, here's your name. Just take it. Take it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jerica, I do like it. So good for you. Good for you. Sleeping during the day, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I wonder if you were a nurse. How many of you are on the night shift? How many of you do swing shift or third shift? You work night, sleep days? That's tough. That's tough. It's so hard on the body. So good for you. Depends on how long you've done it. So don't assume, make sure you're in for the long haul. Like you're prepared to like go through a lot of like undoing. But that can be rough. So good for you. Good shit. Victor. What up, V? What up, V? Happy Tuesday, Swole fam. Happy Tuesday, Victor. Day 3 of many. Loving my morning workouts in the sun. Good shit. Honestly, getting that morning sun these past few days has really lifted my spirit. Throughout the day, it's been a while since I felt so positive during the day. I'm more awake and energized. My food choices have been so much better than ever. It's only been 3 days, but every day I've done something I haven't done in regards to my health journey. Day 1, I worked out outside. Day 2, I went back and did some yoga and also started posting my food choices to Instagram with tags. Look at you, tagging your Instagram posts like an influencer. Since I'm posting them, I think about my choices more and want to show that I'm working on my health. And today I filmed myself and posted that. Good stuff. Also, I've been dumping my process and thoughts on here. It feels nice to have somewhere I can do this. Thanks for your attention, Swole fam. Love ya. Awesome, Victor. Good for you. That's what accountability is. That's what accountability is. You're putting yourself out there. You're posting it. By posting on Instagram, like that's where social media can do well. And unfortunately, even if you put your you go on Instagram, you post your transformation picture. It's like, oh, you post a transformation picture. This is getting blocked because you're showing body images. You're making people feel uncomfortable about their bodies. I think posting it, and that's holding yourself accountable. You're posting on your page because if you post the food that you're eating, you're less likely. You're not going to post junk food. You're not going to post soda. You're going to post a good meal and it inspires you to do it. So do you. Good for you. Do you. Amanda over in Swole Chat on Swole TV. Let's see. Amanda, I do 12-hour night shifts. Oof. Yeah. That's tough. That is tough. But did you hit that like button? Yeah, hit that like button. I got to crack my neck. Oh, no. Yep, a little bit. Ooh, got it. Let's see. Nadine, blackout curtains, earplugs, and sleeping masks. I have blackout curtains. I don't use sleeping masks. Everything's pretty blacked out. So you don't want to be able to see your fist, your hand. If you can see your hand in front of your face, it's too bright. You should not be able to see your hand in front of your face with the lights off. And even if you don't, if you have like a little LED and you put a sleeping mask on, your body still has receptors that picks up on like the little LED lights and stuff like that. So as dark as you can, but not everyone's sleeping quarters are available for that. But you can even put like one of those little sheets around the bed. You can have one of those canopies and stuff that blacks out stuff depending on your situation. It's all good. Blackout curtains. Speaking of blackout curtains and sleep, it's late as fuck. Let's give away the Swole card and we'll jam more tomorrow. We'll jam more tomorrow. We got some good stuff. Make sure you check out that Extra Thirsty before we sign off. Make sure you check out that Extra Thirsty. It's right here on the channel. Brand new one about what Jocko Willink was referring to in terms of controlling your emotions. Some more thoughts on that. So that's available here right now on this channel. The brand new show, the brand new series, the brand new playlist, Daily Swole Extra Thirsty, for some extra. You know, you come from the salty sack, you get enough knowledge cock, you need to wet your whistle. You need to wet your whistle. So make sure you go and check out that video. All right, let's do some Swole card action, shall we, fam? Here we go. Let's give this a little look-see, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. 7 pillars. Everyone's like, ooh, 7 pillars, 7 pillars. Here we go. Here we go. Hashtag 7 pillars. 1502. Flexing on all you bachets. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Swole card. Party. Party time. Hashtag 7 pillars. Bishes. Hashtag 7 pillars. 7 pillars. Dr. Papa. That was funny. Funny. No, I landed on a Brittany Dawn post. You're not getting anything. You're not getting anything. Monica, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Monica Liera Falcon. Monica Liera Falcon. What a fucking name. What a name to land on. It's something that rolls off my tongue. You know who won this Swole card? Monica Liera Falcon. Monica Liera Falcon won the Swole card. I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but I want to. Monica Liera Falcon. Monica Liera Falcon. That's an interesting one. Your name is Liera and you met someone Falcon. You're like, let's combine these so I can be Liera Falcon. Falcon. Got that? You need that accent. Falcon. 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 Anyway. Congratulations, Monica. Send us that email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1502 in the subject. And of course, your mailing address in the body of the email. We'll send you this card, this exact card. Ooh, that's a good question. Monica, if you're watching, you should be watching. This is a great question from Pedro. Does she know Zach Schwa? That's a good question. Monica Liera Falcon, do you know? Tu sabe Zach Schwa? Do you know the Zach Schwa? It's not sabe, it's tu conoce, right? Conoce Zach Schwa? Tu conoce Zach Schwa? I forget my Spanish. Whatever. Woohoo! Yeah, right? Saber is to know, but conocer is to know personally. Fucking, yeah. You all know. Most of you are like, haha, gringos speak Spanish. Whatever, close enough. I can survive. Can you? What can you say? I could survive. If I go to Miami, I'll live. I'll survive. I'll make it through. Actually, I don't know about right now. I don't want to go. I don't want to go right now. I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know. I don't want to leave. Don't make me go. I pronounced your maiden name correctly? Liera Falcon. My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. My name is Monica Liera Falcon. I win the Swole card. Send it to me, Papa. Anyway. All right. Now we're going off the deep end. Now I'm just combining all sorts of languages and movie references. Let's see here. It's not that bad. I know. That's all right. It's not bad. I used to be much better. When I was used to speak a lot because I used to be around, you go to some supermarkets in Miami and then they start talking to you in Spanish. Like if you go to certain areas of Miami, it's just so Spanish speaking. They don't even initially talk to you in English. So I had women, like let's say at a Publix in Miami, and I'd be checking out and she'd be like talking to me in Spanish. And I'm like, I understood, of course. So I answered in English and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's just they assume you speak Spanish now. But of course, certain areas it's probably like 99% people that speak Spanish. Like why would she assume I speak? Yeah, why wouldn't she assume that I spoke Spanish even if I did speak English too, But yeah, you learn pretty quickly. You got to watch the movie? Love The Princess Bride. I know, right? I know. The later it gets, the more things that just come out. Oh, lo siento, Papa Swolito. Oh, little Papa Swolito. Hey, that's your second card. Good for you. Hey, you can win multiple cards. Necesito la saco. You need some sack? Oh, all right. We are well into the evening swole. Anyway, fam, go to sleep, go eat, go work out. I don't know what time of day or year or whatever it is, wherever you are. But thank you so much for joining me for episode 1502 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We flex our biceps. And tomorrow for 1503, it'll be a little bit earlier. I would hope. We usually don't go this late anyway. Haley G, I should do a 24-hour live for 2000. Oh yeah, because that's just great for me. That hooks me up huge. I can't wait to do that. That's great. What a treat for me. Just have to go live for 24. I'm pretty much live for 24 hours. I posted like 12 videos today, so don't worry. I'll be back. Going live every day for like 2 hours isn't enough. Come on, fam. Squeezing me dry. Hey, before you leave, smash that like button and Swole TV. I love you, Swole TV. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, a lot of people probably couldn't make it today because they're sleeping, which is good. Get your rest, recovery, pillar number 4. But I'll see you tomorrow for 1503. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah.